settings for Twitter, update settings for YouTube. Alright, boys, we are live. We are live in at 8:40. We are looking at the ES here, and what are we watching on the ES? Well, give me a minute. Let me post exactly when I went live in my Discord. Just alert the group, let them know. But I did mention the 6878 lower quadrant, and so we traded up there immediately after, and then we rinsed down at 9:30. So sell side, so basically explore premium, back to discount, sell side sweep. I'd look for any sort of fair value gap here, but it's not forming right now, so it might just pop up there. 6880.75. That's what I'm watching right now while I'm sending out the alerts. Live on Twitter, YouTube. And let's get a link in there too. It's gonna take a minute, guys. It's gonna take a minute. And hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully. Yes, sir. Yeah, so look at it coming back down, not giving anybody the opportunity to see that gap form. No gaps, guys. No gaps on the 1 minute chart. Hey, oh, let's go. All right. Copy link. Boom. Live on Twitter and YouTube. Let's go. YouTube. Guys, any graphic designers here? Graphic designers? Looking for a graphic designer. Alright, so it's flipping here, but I wouldn't be super directionally biased right now just because of the, once again, guys, the environment is not conducive. It's not conducive. Yeah, there it is. There's that flip. Alright. And we are live. iPad workflow is insane with the keyboard mouse. It's actually really nice. Really nice. Alright, so we came down here. Still, we failed to make a lower low, but it might now want to revisit that 1 minute first presentation gap from the week. That is on the weekly basis. What do you mean weekly basis? I mean like the open. Right here. This opening price right here. That's what I'm looking at. So that represents this right here. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. Hold on. I'll put it up here. Sorry if I'm moving a little fast. I apologize, but that is that right here. So it's just playing ping pong right now. It's really back and forth. It's gonna be extremely choppy. Every move is gonna be like a fake out. That's how I'm viewing it right now. So you should see this chart on Twitter right here on the lower end. These equal lows are a catalyst, and this fair value gap, I wouldn't trust it with my my gut or anything. I wouldn't trust it, but watch for it to form as a potential catalyst to stab at these lows and then trade lower. And then realistically, what I'd look for is if it does that, then does it want to form a breaker and then go back up to this high, possibly even these highs right here. So just back and forth all the time. That's what it's like right now. That's what it's like right now. All right, guys. If I play music, will I get copyrighted? Am I gonna get copyrighted? I don't want to figure out. But I know a lot of people do copyright free music. I just don't like it. It's not that great. Yeah, so that gap, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This first gap. It's not really the reason I'm not a huge fan of this And something I'm studying is because this candle was the closing candle and then this is the opening. I know there's a lot of volume inside this, but are these anchors right? So that's my only concern. Is that really a possible draw or catalyst, or is it not something that the algorithm is referring to? But should it come down and then pop up like instantly, then I would definitely log that. Definitely log that. All right, let's look at the dollar. Clear things up a little bit. So daily. Let's get revisiting the dollar on the daily chart. Okay, hold on, guys. Bear with me. So we have the daily here. So you see the daily, and then you see the 1 minute chart, which is now a 15-minute chart we have right here. All right. So like I said, this still stands right here. This area, if it trades here, I'd want to see it act heavy. And then I'd want to see it act anything above, nope, wrong thing. Anything above here, premium. All right, 91, 99, 150. If it gets there, it's really stretching it. It's really stretching it. Ideally, it should come up to here, right? And then stay heavy. That's what I'm looking at. But right now, where we're at is inside this gap. So, let's wait a moment. Let's not say too much right now because the daily is heavy. The daily is pretty heavy. We came down, came up, opened the next day on Tuesday, and then since then we've just melted lower, which has provided the means for that buy side on ES, which was what I was talking about, if you remember. That means any continuation would mean this low below here. That's what I'm watching. So that is what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. Yep. My only concern is if it doesn't respect this premium array right here. This one. Boom. Boom. Let me draw that out. It doesn't respect that. It's concerning for it remaining heavy, but where it's at right now is it's not enough information. So back to the ES. I'm not going to talk about silver right now. No silver, no silver. Back to the ES. All right. All right. And back to the ES, guys. Back to the ES. Yep, there it is. So pretty good reaction. Keep waiting. Oh, keep waiting. So what makes most sense? Let's put the 1 minute on this chart so that you can see 1 minute, the closest. All right, right here. And because we have this high in possible mind, just because that's the highest end of the range right now. Yep. Keeping that all the way up here. And then if we have any more expansion beneath these lows, I'll adjust that. But right now is what I'm watching is that. And on here, I'm putting a 15 minute chart for you. So there's that. And then I don't know, YouTube can surely see, but 15-second down here. Yeah, buddy, 15-second. All right. And let's get my chargers plugged in. All right, I really only have one screen right now. That's all I'm really looking at. Waiting for some actual action packing movement, brother. Action packing movement. There we go. Stab beneath that. No. One more time. Do it one more time and I'd be very convinced. Perhaps not though. Let's check the calendar, guys. Calendar. And so today is Thursday. Indeed. Tomorrow is Friday, the 5th. And then next week is the 12th. Nice. The dollar is popping. Like heavy. Or not heavy. Popping up. Not what we want to see, guys. Not what we want to see right now. Yeah, that's why. So one more low. I'm gonna give it a little more time. I did say one more low that would convince me, but this is only building narrative for me. That's what I'm watching. If it keeps stabbing down below and making it jagged, then it's quite reasonable for it to go up. That also allows dollar to trade to a reasonable point of premium inside that fair value gap that I shaded in red. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Alright, dollar is now traded to the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap premium. ES might want to keep going lower here. Let it rip, baby. Hopefully you all can see clear. It should be HD. Make sure to change your settings if you have the option to do so on Twitter. Extremely important you guys do that because it enhances the viewing experience, you know, for the viewers. For the viewers. Sir. Alright, flip. Short-term high right here. That's what I'm watching. Take me to 68, 61 next. That's what I'm looking at, guys. That's what I'm looking at. If it wants to dig lower, let it do so. I'm checking the economic calendar right now. Okay. So tomorrow we have 10 a.m. news. That's it. The dollar is reacting nicely off of that premium fair value gap, but it's not providing the means for this to pop yet. So I'm just waiting. Waiting patiently. 18 viewers. What's up? How are we all doing? Anyone in here been in here before? Or are these all bots? All of them are just bots. Pretty boring, guys, right? Pretty boring. But doesn't necessarily mean like can't watch it. It's just that It's expected to be a little boring. That's what trading is. That's really it. 68, 61, 50. Next. So that is a nice little catalyst right there. Order block. I want to see a fair value gap form now. If it can form a fair value gap and spring above this high, that would be a shift in market structure. Not a break, but a shift. And then I would label it as a break only if we come all the way up here. But right now I don't have that sense or that feeling that it's going to do so. So what do I do so? I wait patiently so. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Watch it. Yeah, buddy. I'm not labeling it. It's just so much nicer when it's just quotes. Just look at the right hand side and like look at 68, 61, 50. That's what I told you, right? Yep. Yeah, buddy. Let's full screen this thing. Boom. Much better. So I printed that. It didn't go a tick above, did it? Yeah, no. I'm also not working with glasses, guys, but I'm training my eyes right now. You wouldn't understand. I'm in my Shaolin monk era, so I'm gonna train my eyesight to be better without wearing my glasses. So there's a decent retracement. Back down, back down. Watch that order block though. Watch that order block though. Watch that OB though. The market structure here needs to get a grip and work higher. Every time we're coming down beneath that 1 minute first presentation gap, I'm expecting it to act as discount. So that's the idea. So any low or new low that's taken, I'm expecting it to pop up with twice the range essentially. So now that we've sort of moved from here to here, I want it to eventually trade back up into this gap to close it off if we form a new low. But that is kind of demanding. It is kind of demanding. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's why I first watch those equal highs. I ain't gonna lie to you. The dollar is still heavy here, guys. Guys, the dollar is still heavy here. The dollar is pretty heavy. I can't lie. It would be crazy foreshadowing if the dollar just ripped it over here and went up to 99 flat. And then we just got lower prices on the ES. But let's see. Price is price, you know. Oh shit, that's my phone. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Bad setup. Bad setup. Okay, it's 10 a.m. now. Almost in a minute. In a minute. In a minute. And the dollar on a 15-minute basis is creating another, just more expansion on that 15-minute candle lower. So something's up here, guys. Something is up here. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. But yes, looks like it does want to trade higher. So if the dollar is supporting that, I'm not gonna argue right now. Just wait. We got all day. No, I'm kidding. We don't have all day. We have about an hour. About an hour remaining. U.S. factory orders month over month. I don't know what that means, dude. I have this thing called financial juice. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, I guess. It doesn't work that well. I don't have the paid version. I don't really want to. All you need is price, but I just keep it there. You know, sheep mentality, herd mentality. Like, subscribe, comment down below. What's your favorite color? Bang. Mine is, I like black a lot. And black and red and white and dark red and maroon red. And I like green, like this royal pistachio green. And I also like gray. Gray is nice, like a pearl gray. And that's it. I like a lot of colors. What about you guys? I feel like a robot. This is crazy. Just staying awake, man. I'm just staying awake. Staying there. Dollar is returning back into the premium array. Not a good sign. So one more jab at those lows on ES possible. Alright, so let's look back at this thing. So we were looking right about here when I mentioned these 3 highs, 1, 2, 3. I pointed those out on the video clip that I posted. And then I said, hey guys, watch this here, and then this quadrant here, the lower quadrant. So quadrant. Right, came up there. Look at that, clean. Right there. Right, and then we traded lower since the opening. And now we're just making the low end jagged. In my opinion, the lows have been made jagged, not officially, but it's in the process of doing that right now. So just, you can't speed up the process, you can't speed up time. You just have to sit through it and expect that every time we make a low, should the algorithm actually exist and all our bias and narrative is right, it's gonna come here, break down below that low, and then premium, and then it should at least trade back to the equilibrium. But I don't like this because it's too the opacity is too much. So let's just keep it like that. That's what we're looking at, guys. And it can break that low. Every time it's gonna break that low, I'm just gonna keep moving it lower. Because this gives you a good reference of premium discount. Because you're not really asking for much for it to just pop up. It can trade to that equilibrium and then just get smashed lower. But we're just asking for small pockets of opportunity. And even though we're playing the contrary right now, yesterday we did the same thing. That in the morning we thought we were we were contrary, and we wanted to see prices rip higher, but we had been like crashed lower by like 9 before the opening, basically. So even though we were contrary, by the end of the day we were right, if that makes sense. That's just to sort of remind you of yesterday, and remind myself. Keep it on log. It was similar to this, not exact, but quite similar. Staying. 21 viewers. I don't know if any of you are saying anything, so if you are, I can't see it. I don't know if it's my end or if it's just Twitter or if no one is saying anything. But I'm looking and I don't see anything. Yep. Yeah, nothing, guys. Nothing. Nothing. I don't see nothing. No one said anything, so that's great. I'm actually really glad because I don't have to see it. I don't gotta see it. Dollar is trading to it's at 98,890 right now. So even though it's trading higher, the ES is also trading higher. So keep an eye out for that, fam. Keep an eye out for that. You should see the 15-minute up here and the 1 minute here. It should be pretty clear of what's going on in here. I think this is a very good depiction of what's going on. Should be clear. 1080p, baby. .1080p, baby. 1080p. Look at those wicks right now that we're forming. So some volatility likely to come. Some juice, baby. Some juice. You know what I'm saying? Dollar ripping higher, and so that's why ES is having a hard time. It's having a hard, difficult time getting up there. So, but really, all you gotta do is stay patient, and I'm just gonna walk it off, literally. It's so funny. Alright guys, keep watching it here. Notice how we'll trade up and then it's gonna retrace back into the range once we create a new short-term high, which we have done so, but above those relative equal highs is my focus. I want to play music, I just don't want to get copyrighted and then have this whole operation go on mute. This whole thing go to mute and waste. The main focus is price here, not the music. Music make you lose control. Copyright free music, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Music make you lose control. go. Everyone, check your heart rate right now. I'm not joking. Check your heart rate. Check your heart rate. Check your heart rate. I'll tell you what mine is at right now. Hold on. Give it a second. I'm at 100 beats, but I'm walking right now, so that's why. 97. See? Music make you look at how inconvenient it is. It's just not a convenience to anyone. Neither long, neither short. And fact is, it's hard. But just give it time. We got 49 minutes remaining for the stream. And then we close out. Close out. Music make you lose control. Plug walk. I don't even understand how to put my plug top. I don't even understand how to put my plug top. Such a good song. Beatboxing and trading, guys. I should just go live in Discord and then play music. That would be better. Hey, wouldn't that be better, guys? I would have 0 viewers, but it would be sick. Much better. And then what? Upload it to YouTube, upload it to X. Who's gonna watch that? Who's gonna watch that like after the fact? You know, no one. So can't enjoy, man. Can't have nothing good, right? Can't have nothing good. New low, chat. New low. 6850. Here we are. Revisited one more time. So we have had sort of since 9:30 we've kind of had a drop, a stall, like a base or a consolidation, and then we just dropped one more time, and the dollar is reacting quite well off of that premium fair value gap, but I don't trust it yet. Not yet. It's not enough, especially because I'm looking at a 15-minute chart, so it's super short term. But the daily, like I said, it's heavy. It's not bearish, but it is heavy. It's been pushed quite lower since we've traded to that premium 6-month bearish order block on the 6-month chart. So it's almost half a year of data now being put into play on price. And we are, I don't know, I'll tell you, that order block is placed at 100.157 and we are at 98.864. So 2 whole units value points, integer points beneath that. And we are still acting a little bit heavy. That's why I keep saying, and I keep coming on here and saying that I think it's likely to pop every low. I think it's likely to pop every low that's taken. I think it's likely to pop. That's the idea. That's the premise. Now, this consolidation, this lag, and the delay in getting there, I can't control. I can't do anything about that. There's nothing I can do. Alright guys, fresh fade today. So, new haircut from my boy. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna post. Watch the Paparoonie here, up into the 68.58 level. It's gonna hippity pippity pippity pop. As the dollar drops, the ES pops. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. So as the dollar drops, the ES pops. And it's exactly what it's doing. Exactly what it's doing, guys. Ain't this just a pain, right? It's cool, it's fun, we're right, we're right, we're wrong. It's like that right now. It's going to take its time, and it's going to clear both ways. It's not going to open, you know, let's say 7 a.m. we mark and we start hunting for equal highs and equal lows. It's not just going to create one extreme end of the range and then one extreme other opposing end and just clear both sides and then set the daily range. It's going to cause a lot of violence. Yeah, violence, guys. I know. But that's what the market is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, who can we cause the most pain to? So I think that the best way to cause the most pain would be delaying as much as they can the process, or delaying the inevitable arrival at 68. What is this? I'm just gonna say it. 68,880. No, 68,880 and 3/4. So what they're doing, in my opinion, in my narrative and my bias and all my analysis that I have compiled so far, is they are delaying the inevitable arrival to whatever that level was, 68.80, 880 and 3/4, 6880.75. That's what I'm watching, and it seems like they are delaying the inevitable arrival upon that level. So the best thing I can do here is just wait. Watch that fair value gap. We did trade beneath this low, shift in market structure, model 2022 question mark. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's my inner dialogue. I like how it's beneath that first presentation gap, the weekly one. It's actually not a bad factor in this component or this setup. Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Alright guys, we got 31 people in here. What is up? What are we doing? Are we talking? Can we talk? I don't know. Maybe the settings are off. Who knows? Maybe you can't talk. But if you can't, then DM me. My DM should be open. If you can't DM me, comment and I'll turn it on. somehow. But watch that short-term high now, 68.60. When I say that, I mean like right here, 68.60. About that short-term high. You know, that's exactly 68.60, I'm pretty sure. Alright, are we printing, guys? Are we printing? You know, like actually that's a pretty good question to ask. I'm gonna ask that. Are we printing, boys? Are we printing? Like whenever it's moving in the right direction. We're not printing yet, but I'm asking, are we printing? I'm just trying to get some feedback. You can say no. No, I'm not printing. Why have I not moved the dealing range, guys? Because this is a sell side sweep in my opinion. Low, lower low, sweep of liquidity. Boom. Fair value gap, shift in market structure. It's trading here. And now it should go up into those highs right here. And then eventually I'd look for a closure of that little gap right there. That's it. That's all I'm looking for, man. I ain't even asking for that much. In price. That's what I love about trading. Okay. Anyways, that was a little freaky. That was freaky. Is less labels good or is more labels good for your viewing experience? Tell me. Because I'm gonna keep it the same. It's just that like I'm curious. Curiosity. Guys, be curious more. Be more curious in life. Real. Real. Be more curious in life. Someone asked me a question. Ask me a question. Anyone. First question gets an answer. Yep. That's what it's like, bro. First question gets an answer. Look at that drop, man. Look at how hesitant it is. Just wait. Because the headlines are going to come out shortly that this thing is bullish. Shortly. I don't know when, but most likely if this thing flips and we start going higher, then it's possible that it's gonna move higher, right? Well, okay. I don't really know how to form my words properly sometimes, but that's the best way to put it. And English is my first language. Look at those equal highs just brewing. Oh my god, yes. Watch that gap. If it melts, then just put it on pause. Watch the low then. Like if it fails to hold that gap, which it's kind of doing so right now, then put the pause, put a pause on higher prices, and then let it drift below another low, and then we'll have to reevaluate. But that's only if that fair value gap certainly fails. Keep in mind the dollar is also creating a new low on the 15-minute basis. Now, if it trades beneath that short-term low, I would have to reevaluate, and I'll show exactly what I would do to reevaluate. Alright, so that low is next. There we go. Now watch it. Now just wait. I'm keeping that dealing range where it is right now, but visually I'm dragging it in my mind, just to see where premium is falling. But we have gotten a good movement lower. Like comparing these 2-3 candles compared to the past 50, from here to here, and then excluding these, we have dropped twice, once and then twice, and we've cleared a lot of liquidity below here. So let's see how this wants to trade. Touches the low of the short-term low, the low end of that candle, and now it's above it. I'm watching it here relative to that premium array and that low of that dealing range, or that fib, so that short-term low that I'm referencing. So this low and then these premium arrays is what I am looking at right here. Music make you lose control. Oh, well, I don't even understand how my plug talk. Alright, guys. Sometimes I fall asleep while looking at the screen, so I walk on like a little mini treadmill to get my steps in, and then that way I don't fall asleep. That's why I'm singing that song right now, Plug Walk, because I need to stay awake and up. I woke up at 7, almost like 6:30, and I'm cooked right now, so fucking cooked. So I just gotta stay up, dude. I gotta stay up till like what, 11 tonight, 11 p.m. And then I got Python I gotta do. Apparently, started that up. So there's that, and then Python, and then obviously, dude, trading stuff is like a hobby. Like that's not work, but Python, man. Sometimes reading. I got a puppy staying with my older dog, so it's just crazy right now. It's just crazy, batshit crazy. And what else? That's it, man. Other than that, life is great. Life is amazing. Amazing. You know, like Nick A30. Other than that, it is amazing, brother. Love it. I love life, man. Love life. Some days, not so much. Other days, love life. Oh, well, I'm playing it, man. I don't even care no more. I'm just putting it on. Alright, so it's 10:30, guys. 30 minutes into the session. And we are vibing. We're going to start vibing now. If we get copyrighted, we get copyrighted. But it's super low. Super low YouTube. Like I promise. Whatever. Alright, I'm actually putting in headphones. No, we're not getting copyrighted. No. Not doing that. Keep watching, you guys. Hey, yeah. Watch it on the. Watch it. Yep. 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 Hmm. Say. Alright, guys, pay the trader here. Pay the trader here. Pay the trader. 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 Pay the trader here. Good. Alright, we're ending it. We are ending it, guys. We're ending it. I think that was a good session. Go ahead, rewatch it if you'd like. And come back tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. Here's the dollar, by the way, what I was watching. Just FYI. Right here. And 15-minute was out. I was really watching. That's what I had up. And a weekly daily 15-minute. That's all I needed, guys. That's all I needed. And then on the other screen I just had OBS up, so nothing else. Just 2 screens. That's it. 2 screens, man. 2 screens. Yes. You can see now. It's a lot easier to see now, isn't it? Right? Oh, hindsight. No. Hindsight. No. Right? Equilibrium. I'd expect it to come back and revisit that. From there, I'm stepping away. That's it. Period. Period. Look at that. It's pretty precise, huh? 10:39 a.m. is where I had to end. I love when that happens. It's just like, it's just, I can't. It's just so nice, man. I just don't want to say what it is, but it's just so nice. All right, yeah, look at that. What a fucking sexy reaction, God. Anyways, watch that short-term high. I'm leaving. Bye.